the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Notre Dame's offense is on the field for the first time today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss.
Coming out aggressively. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end, shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football game.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Brown will throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Farrell. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Right on the money. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll give it to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pauling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got it behind the line, it's Love. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good.
Fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. Complete. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's Fields. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Running behind that left side. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And the returner will be knocked down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial.
Wide open on the right. The 40. He's at the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Brown wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to put 1 down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Irish! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Brown will throw it. Heaves it on the run. Makes the grab on the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Notre Dame right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Carr. He fires one deep over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's got 98 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. From the gun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he'll need to show off some leg strength, 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Dead center perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. The give on the counter. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gets it past the marker. Got room at the 35. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. big rivalry. Get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because...
There he goes. Inside the 40. At the 30. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pauly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Carr. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chain. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Using his feet. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Brown will throw it. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Dropping back, it's Carr. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt.
Notre Dame, 48. Stanford, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Irish, back on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking...
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Notre Dame, 48. Stanford, 23.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To throw, it's Carr. Fires it down the seam. He's got it along the sideline. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll try the run. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Quick with the spin move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Farrell.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Doyle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Blackburn. Touchdown, Cardinal! A great catch and run for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Just on the edge of the red zone. First and the 21. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the